Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing the top 5 legacy earnable characters that I want to see in Gears 5. A few weeks ago, the Gilded RAAM character reveal was announced with the opportunity to earn new characters and weapon skin content and unlock it as legacy content in the next Gears game, being the first time in the history of the series. Both the achievement art as well as the unlockable Gears 5 emblem in-game features the number 1, of course, representing, as we already know by now, confirmed by the developers, that Gilded RAAM and the Black Phantom skins are just the first bits of content part of the legacy set that will be transferable ready to go on day 1 launch day of the game. The Coalition Studio released over 284 characters in Gears 4, which was incredible to see and experience because we got some awesome returning favourites and fan requested characters such as the Lambent, Scourge, Palace Guard and many more. With the idea that there are going to be hopefully several more earnable Gears 5 characters, I wanted to share my top 5 legacy characters that I want to see earnable now and unlockable in Gears 5, being the following. Firstly, to start things off with, we have the Locust character that featured as the main antagonist enemy boss in Gears Judgment. It's General Karn. General Karn was a new character introduced in the Gears Judgment campaign, and unfortunately being tied to that game where Epic Games decided to change versus multiplayer to feature COG versus COG, humans versus humans. With the removal of the Locust characters completely, Karn has never ever been playable. Ever since the Rise of RAAM comics that released a little while ago now, which included a heavy Karn cameo, it really showed a much better close-up of the character, who has always just looked badass as a Locust creature, with the whole unique armor set, and the fact that he was born as a malformed Farron guard would make him my most requested character. Next up, we have the community's favourite that you will see in replies to every official Gears of War Twitter account or tweet out there. It is obviously the Onyx Guard, preferably both the male and the female variants. Ever since their debut in Gears of War 3, the Onyx Guard have been a fan favourite at the forefront of battle across matchmaking upon the release of the Hall Command Pack DLC. The Onyx Guard being an elite special operations unit for the COG, rocking predominantly black armour and equipment to symbolise their name. With the introduction of a female variant in Gears Judgment, the Onyx Guard would be a great addition to see playable once again. Moving on to the third character of the list, we do have the infamous Locust drone character, being the Cyclops Varian. For some strange reason that I don't think has ever been officially explained, that still to this day the Locust Cyclops introduced in Gears 2 is only playable in that game. Being based on the Locust drone character, this drone class named after its monocular targeting helmet, which is the infamous reason a lot of people have always wanted to see this character return, is that its armor set features what looks like a one-eyed drone. I've never really understood why the Locust Cyclops has never made a return, virtually just being a Locust drone with an added helmet. Maybe it will finally be time in Gears 5. Now at this point, those 3 characters are the ones I personally truly would like to see, but to round it up based on other interesting characters out there, to bring back number 4 would have to be the Onyx Guard wannabe cadet. It's Sofia Hendrik. Sofia Hendrik made her debut again in the game Gears Judgment, becoming a fan favourite very quickly purely based on her unique design. Being a cadet studying at the Halvo Bay Military Academy, she was like a helmetless Onyx Guard variant character, which added even more hype to the Onyx Guard character that already made waves with his debut in the previous Gears game. Now Sofia is a very interesting character to be chosen as a legacy character because her canon story of the lore was left with an open ending, where the last we did hear of Sofia's existence was within the Aftermath campaign DLC in Judgment, where Garen Paddock mentioned seeing her through the scopes of his long-shot sniper rifle, being kidnapped by COG soldiers, so she could always just show up in the Gears 5 campaign, which would add a lot more substance and reasoning for her character's return. Lastly, finishing off the list itself, we have the most underappreciated Locust character ever released in existence. It is the Locust Rager, as seen in Judgment's Overrun game mode. Overrun in the spin-off Gears title was the only way to access and play as the Locust creatures, one of the new enemies introduced in the game that was amongst the playable characters on the Locust side of Overrun was the Locust Rager. This character has always just gone under the radar because of the game it was associated with, but the Locust Rager has the ability to metamorph into a monstrous form that would of course not work in versus multiplayer. However, the normal Rager form, as you can see in the Overrun gameplay of the video, would be a perfect asset to an ever-growing character character roster in the next Gears game. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. If you were able to choose, what 5 characters would you like to see in the Legacy content set so they are earnable in Gears 4 and then unlocked in Gears 5? So there you have it, guys, my full discussion on the top 5 Legacy earnable characters that I would like to see in a Gears of War 5. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.